Hey guys, welcome back to my first YouTube video in a really long time. I know it's been a while, but today we're going to be doing acrylic application through and through, no breaks, no edits. And yeah, let's get into it. Today I'm using my acrylic powder from Nails Yap Beauty in the color Saint Germain, and I'm also doubling that with our newest monomer winter set acrylic nail liquid. This monomer has completely changed the game for me, especially in the winter. A lot of customers were letting us know, like, hey, my suite has been super cold and my acrylic for some reason hasn't been drying properly. It's been drying rubbery or gummy. So I made sure to do some searching and testing for you guys, and this took a long time for us to formulate this liquid. But now that we've got it, it's really made a huge difference. So if you struggle with your rubbery or gummy acrylic, especially with our powders, yeah, you need to get this one. It's a quick set performance monomer, so it's definitely going to speed up the process and the curing time. So even if you work in normal temperatures like how I do sometimes, right now I think it's about 70 degrees in my studio. I usually like to keep it between 70, 74. I still use this monomer because I tend to work a little bit faster, so I want it to cure faster, if that makes sense. Now I'm gonna go in with my next bead, and when I pick this up, I dip my monomer in. I clean one side really quickly, and then I go in and tap into my powder. This step is super important. You want to make sure that you completely wait until your bead fully polymerizes. Like right now, it's almost there and now it's there. So what it means for your bead to fully polymerize is when it becomes completely a smooth bead on the brush before you place it down. If you place it down too early or too soon, that's what's going to cause your bead to run and fall over all over the place. So you saw I waited before I put it down. I waited for the bead to fully polymerize, placed it down, waited like 3 seconds, lift it up, and then now I'm going to go in and start molding my acrylic. As I'm doing this, I'm using the belly of the brush and I'm doing very light pat and pull motions and working my acrylic all the way down to the tip. I like to do a 1B application most of the time because I feel like it just speeds up the process a little bit, and this acrylic powder really was formulated to help you with your 1Bs. If you struggled before with doing 1 bead application, I promise when you get this acrylic, it's going to change your life. Now I'm just going in and using my brush to kind of clean up the sides, push them together to make sure that everything is nice and smooth and keeping the shape together. And here we're going to do the exact same steps that we did for the other nail. Routine is so important. Make sure that you have a routine for when you're doing your nails. So dip in the monomer, wipe one side, pat in your powder 3 times, pick up. Now wait for the bead to polymerize. You can see it's a little bumpy, it's not smooth yet. So I'm going to tap it a little bit just because movement makes the polymerization speed up. So I tapped it, now it's smooth. Then I'm going to place it down, wait 3 seconds, pull up, and then now go in, push into the cuticle area. I'm using the tip of my brush to tap around the cuticle area just to make sure that I seal it and flush it properly. Once that's sealed and flushed properly, then I'm going to go in, use the body of my brush. So I went from using the tip of my brush, and then I'm going to start using the body of my brush to bring the rest of the acrylic down, as you can see here. And I will forever rave about this acrylic because it truly has the perfect middle consistency. So it doesn't take too long to dry, and it also doesn't dry too fast. So you can literally mold this kind of like polygel. Now here I'm going to go in really quickly, again using the tip of my brush to really seal that cuticle area because I didn't like how it was looking. It wasn't giving growing out of the skin. So I went in to just push that, little layer under the skin again. And when you do this, I'm not pushing the acrylic onto the skin. This all has to do with your prep. So during prep, when you pull up the proximal fold, that's where you're going to create that little pocket underneath the cuticle area. You lift that little pocket up so that way when you do apply your product, whether acrylic, polygel, builder gel, you want that pocket so that way the product can kind of like slip underneath that pocket where it kind of looks like it's growing out of the skin. And maybe I'll do a prep video for you guys so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to pin a little picture right up here where you can see the difference between your proximal fold and your cuticles. So back to the application really quick. Going in, doing the same technique using the body of the brush, the belly of the brush, and pulling that product down. And I kind of do a repeated motion where I go left to right and then I go right to left. And here I'm also using number 10 100% Kolinsky brush pinched from Nails Beauty. We haven't dropped this yet, but it's going to be dropping soon. We've been getting a lot of messages and comments about what brushes that we've been using in our demo videos, and this is it. It is a fully copper acrylic brush, which means that the handle is a little bit heavier than other brushes, but not heavy where it's going to hurt your hand. Heavy to the sense where you can actually feel what you're holding. So it gives you a little bit more of a stable feel, so that way it doesn't feel like the brush is just going to fly out of your hand, kind of like how the wooden ones feel. And again, you can see me going here with the tip of my brush and just flushing that cuticle out. You'll see me do a lot of the same routine for each and every nail. The routine doesn't switch up. I always tell other nail techs that routine is super, super, super important, because routine is what's going to put you into a series of steps that you'll follow, which will result in getting the same set of nails every time. Now, don't get me wrong, some days we have good days and bad days, whether the temperature, acrylic powder you're using, sometimes it'll throw you off. But when you keep a set of steps and a set of routine, this is what makes it just a little bit easier.
That's what I like.
Oh, where did the acrylic go? Where the fuck did it go?
What acrylic? It's on your finger. Booster.
Okay, back to the nails, y'all. I had to show y'all that little clip because I was stressed. I was like, wait, where did the acrylic go? It was on my brush, and then 2 seconds later, it was gone. And I swear I didn't even do that much movement. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy this last acrylic nail that I'm gonna be doing in silence. Well, not silence, but I'm gonna put a little bit of music in the background.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Only gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What you want.
My new bitch look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch front like Jackie Brown. I wanna know if she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime,
It's not going what I want.
need some me time.
Hope you doing what you want.
Crib by the beach like Odell. Over my killers don't tell. Shadow my mom cause I New York the shelf. Now my bitch is the Chanel. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime,
It's not going what I want.
get some me time.
If you were curious as to what I'm doing here, I'm just picking up little tiny beads and kind of filling out the sidewalls because I felt like they just needed a little bit more of acrylic. And not too much on me. It's been a really long time since I've done a full set of acrylic nails. I want to say like maybe 3 months, 4 months. Like, it's really been a long time. Your girl has been switching over to Builder Gel and testing new and more gel based products for you guys to be dropping on Nails Beauty. So it's coming. And here is the application, tea as always, and then the finished product. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit more videos like this because I just want to get back into my content. So I hope you enjoyed this video of me yapping and doing nails. Maybe we'll make that a series. Yap and doing nails. I like that. So bye guys. We'll see you at the next video.
Like a